What's up, WWE Oh, the intro. Oh, rookie mistake. I'm talking over the intro. Lee's gonna have my hide for that one. So we've got another community build request, and we're looking at, should you take Hall of Fame Dusty Rhodes 6-star gold? Now, Hall of Fame Dusty has been, in his iterations, he's been on the boss battle sheets several times. He's been, like, when he first came out, kind of a high meta, high meta superstar. He was a chase people really wanted for a while. Now, because I'm on my content creators account here, I have his gear. I can't take it off, but I wanted it to be gold so that you know when you see this video exactly what you're dealing with. When we look at Dusty's gear, we're going to get our 2 MP boost, and we're going to get red gems do 100% more damage. I'm okay with that because you could easily have 100% gem damage strap, right? So that's not mind-boggling. That's not going to do a ton more. But this is a specific request from a friend in the community named Soupster. And so we are actually testing out the new Miz plate, the must-see headband. Whenever you make 4 or more snowfall gems, increase your red gem damage by 50% for 1 turn. And now I think this is the kicker, and reduce your opponent's gem damage by 50% for 2 turns. So we have that same effect that the Z plate gives us, reducing their kick out ability, which I think is pretty exciting. I think we've got a full set of Fury 2s on Dusty. So it's not a very, OP build, but we're going to, of course, because this is a 6 silver account, we're going to multiply the damage by 2 and say rough guesstimation of what he'll do at 6 gold. Looking at our entourage, we've got Dusty's, wait, click up here. Oh, I shared it with my faction. Whoopsie. I need my reading glasses today. So our red gems are going to do 45% more damage, and we're going to get 2 red MP from Bulldog. We're going to get 4 black MP from Woods, and he's going to shave off a hair of damage from the green gems. We got our Santa Hogan, who's going to deal 18k damage and give us, +1 MP? And he's going to also boost our move damage about 30%. And then Karrion Kross. Now, we debated in the chat. We've got 2 Bob. We've got a wrestler in here. We've got a couple of others talking about who we should use as this coach. It could have easily been Zombie Taker. It could have easily been Memrock. It could have easily been Tech Stacy. I decided Karrion Kross because he's the first one I ran across in this in my CC account. So he's going to boost our red gems 30% and red moves that deal damage 30%. If I had Dusty at 6 gold, this would probably be the coach that I would have picked because that 30% more damage is it scales up better than the 12k like we would have seen on Stacy. Zombie Priest would also be a great one because he's doing 30% to red, same as Karrion Kross is doing. So let's go into battle, testing out Hall of Fame Dusty Rhodes with the Miz plate at 6 silver and trying to ask ourselves, should we take him 6-star gold? All right, so everything's loaded as predicted. I'm going to try to make this row here multiply gems. Now there's 6. What do you call it? Strength of 6. Then I'm going to turn my top row into my snowfalls, and I have one more. Yeah, I've got one more multiply that I can break. And then I can make a 6x1 into black. So that should recycle perfectly. Here's my 6x1 area into black. They are all turning red. Memrock's at 25 million damage, and he goes down to 14 million damage. But what about that 50% extra to the kickout nerf? Yeah, so what did we hit for about 10 million damage? That would have been 20 million at 6 gold, and we would have reduced his kick out by 50% for 2 turns. And now we're just taking 50% less. I think we're taking 50% less gym damage for this turn. Maybe not. Well, let's hit it again. He's at 14 mil. I think this means turn 2 TKO, right? If I'm doing the math correctly. We'll bump these over. We'll snowfall here. And then we will turn our snowfall into black. And we'll drop it down. He's at 13 mil. We're going to hit him. Look like for 12 mil. And he had like 200K health left, I think, if I did that. Yeah, 11 million damage. So that would have been 22 million. So what that means is over our 2-turn cycle, at 6 gold, Dusty would have put up about 40 million damage and made the opponent's kick out more complicated with the Miz plate. So in looking at everyone that we're taking to 6 gold and looking at kind of what we're shooting for about 60 million damage. That's kind of the turn 1 knockout at feud. Dusty's at 40, so he falls short a little bit, but he recycles flawlessly. He is able to lower their gym damage. You know what? I wonder. Let me try one more thing. No, I think, well, I'll just say this. The portal's frozen. But I think no matter what that variable of the coach would be, we'd still be looking at 40 million for 2 turns. And that's with everything. 40 million. So optimized Dusty is hitting at or around or maybe a hair over or under 40 million based on what you have. If you have 100% damage strap, maybe it's worth it. If you have the Miz plate and nowhere else to put it, maybe it's worth it. If you've got Dusty gear through other contests and you're bummed out that you don't get to use them very often, maybe it's worth it. Because Hall of Fame doesn't require the 6 gold tokens, and maybe you are just a big fan of the Rhodes family and like that link, maybe you like the +4 MP and Showdown. So for me, Dusty is a yellow light. Dusty's a yellow light. He's not a green light that I would say go straight to gold. He's a yellow light saying proceed with caution. You better have the good stuff to really get him to hit, and you better be ready for some defense on your opponent's first turn. So yeah, proceed with caution, friends. But the Miz plate works really well on Dusty. I think it's gonna take a little while for the community to figure out where that plate belongs, especially if they don't get Trish this month, and they did get that plate in the recent weekend contest. So for now, yellow light, proceed with caution, and we will see you next time on our Champions Chat content and streams. Thanks for joining us today. See you, friends.